Hi there, signs of Leo. This is Kim here to do a next 48-hour reading. Guys, thank you so much for the views, all the people that like and comment and subscribe. I do read all the comments. I really do try to get to all of them, but I do read them all. As far as commenting, I'm working on that, so give me some time with that. All right, so we're going to ask that your spirit team join us. So I provide a channel for, I don't know, you could call it source energy. It might be your higher self. It might be your ancestors, but a certain vibration. So we're looking for some positive messages here for Leos in a otherwise not always positive place. So really important to find that positivity within yourself. Really, really important. All right, Leo, past, present, future, easy enough for me, and then I will ask some questions. Past energy, and this is the Psychic Tarot, so it's a little different. I think the chakras are probably, the chakra cards are probably the biggest difference in this deck. Beautiful. That card's really speaking to what I already feel for you, which is it's this massive amount of strength that you have in really hard spiritual times, or in times where it feels like you're having to be stronger than ever. And usually at those times you weren't even thinking about being strong. I mean, it's like that, like holding this up. It's like, it's just something you have to do. It's over your head. So this is a spiritual, I'd almost say spiritual struggle of sort that you're probably going through. There is a little kitten here. It is the person who lives here too. It is their kitten. But just letting you know, because it might jump up, and that's fine with me. But so the Nine of Wands, though, yeah, spiritual strength, Sagittarius energy, so perseverance, never giving up. But I mean, what it's really, to me, it's really insinuating that you've been through some kind of spiritual battle. Those are hard because a lot of things happen on that level where it's just your experience, almost like even to the point where there are some things you don't really want to share with others because of the understanding level of what your experience has been versus everybody else's. Is going to be a little bit different, right? So, hi Coco. Hi Coco. Okay. Present energy. Okay, so this is interesting. It might be coming because of being kind of exhausted, but there's something about your inner authority that you need to find. It's not like it's ever been gone. I'm sure you've used your inner authority before. But there's a really big point to say that this is a spiritual struggle to keep on going. It's hard, it's exhausting. And the Emperor in reverse is about really needing to kind of take charge. I feel like it's also saying that there's a need to develop a strategy. Let's do future energy then for Leo. The Three of Pentacles in reverse. It's not really a bad card. Well, maybe it's like this too. I'm going to read it as both. So there's, in the future energy, there's this feeling where you can say, look at what I've done, all by myself. There may be a really big burst of creativity or something like that coming too. You may have experienced stomach issues when you have issues going on, with your sacral chakra. So you may have indigestion a whole lot, or you may have acid indigestion and upset stomach, and it's just a little worse than usual. Sometimes there's something that's really needing to be creative, and you can look at it as churning, like a soup, like churning in your belly there, as wanting to kind of come out and be expressed in some kind of creative way. So you've done a lot on your own. You can still reach out and get some, doing your research and reaching out to get some advice or counseling. It's probably something that is going to be advice for you. So let's go ahead, Leos. Let's get some from this Kippler fortune telling deck. And yeah. All right, so we're getting some from this Kippler fortune telling deck. Okay, sorry about that editing. So tell me about past energy here for Leo. Past energy for Leo. This can also mean finding your inner authority and dealing with some kind of power struggle, being able to like stand up to somebody. Oh, wow. Okay. This is coming across as, with this high honor, it's high honor, okay, respect given for what all you've been through and the spiritual experiences that you've had and the strength that you've had to get through them, which in return to you is a really big gift, because you evolved so much during challenging times, and it's like a gift from your soul. So the 25 high honor, either this is meaning that this is something about really kind of being worried about what others are thinking, or trying not to let somebody down. It's a very like important position. Maybe it's talking about your spiritual strength. So whatever it is that you're going through, no matter if it's not appreciated in the direct present moment by, just another human being, you can like bet that spirit is saying, no, on the spirit side, everything you've been through, not judging the experiences as bad or not, everything you've been through that was challenging is making you come across as being somebody who deserves high honor. And I do feel like that might be talking about spirit and things like that. Now, this can also be about just not giving up in some kind of role where you're assisting everyone else. It can be about conflict, being on the front line, or feeling like you're spiritually feeling like you're on the front line. So, needing to find your inner voice. Tell me about present energy. 4-4. Okay, courtship. Another 4. And of course, courtship is when somebody is trying to either get to know you, somebody might be trying to lay out future plans that they might have in their head with you. This could be, really anything from marriage to like that process of getting there. Now, it can be about any kind of partnership. It kind of looks like the Lover's card, but number 4 is talking about, building on those initial foundations. There might be an issue with a power play issue with somebody's relative that you've just met. It could be like a sister or a brother or mom, or dad. It could be that there is some kind of power struggle going on. But we're gonna get back to that. So future energy for Leo. Future energy for Leo. The pathway. It's saying that there's more information that you need and some kind of additional study. Maybe it's for what you do, your occupation. pathway. I really want to, we're definitely going to ask, we're going to start, let's do the linear deal, but I really think that this Three of Pentacles, we need to get information regarding what research you need, what information you need, and how to go about things, maybe on your own, maybe doing something completely on your own. All right, so the spiritual strength, the high honor. Give us some more information about what Leo needs to not give up on or keep on being persistent. It's the Page of Wands, almost in the reverse. So it's waiting on some kind of news, good news. At the same time, it's kind of saying that even though you have been through so much, there is a time to break and take things a little bit more playful, make something a little bit more playful, so it'll be, I don't know, more fun for you. What is the High Honor card about for Leo? What's the High Honor card about for Leo? The World. Yeah. So, I mean, not only did I say, do you have respect, and if you're not feeling the recognition here, then if it's in the spiritual realm. But this World card is about a completion, and I kind of, you know, when I see this World card, I think something is being wrapped up, and then something is beginning. So it's going to indicate a major completion, and it's kind of indicating that next step. Oh, look at that growth symbol. See, growth, soul's evolution, all of that. How can Leo put some more playfulness into their life? How can Leo put more playfulness into their life? Spread the good news. Spread good news. Spread good news, especially about anything that you've been through that might be like a spiritual struggle or battle. I have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So how to add a little bit more playfulness to your day is to be open, flexible, and adaptable when things change. So being very versatile will help with that. This World card could be associated with fate and destiny. The signs Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. You have Capricorn. You also have Sagittarius too. And then this is this Aries energy. It says authority in the reverse, but it's the Emperor in reverse. Ooh, and the Ten of Swords. Ooh, okay. This is about completely moving forward. It feels like somebody like lets you down, but listen, is there some kind of idea of what high honor is? Something's tripping me up about this high honor card. So the Ten of Swords is something that completely ends, and something is completely reinvented too. It's taking what you have suffered through, or the strength that you've had to have, and figuring out how to use that for something else or for something new. Yeah, look, your Two of Pentacles is wanting to flip around. It landed on the floor a little bit different than it came out. So maybe you are, you know, open to more change these days, or being versatile. And that's interesting. It's not really infinity sign. It looks like one of those signs that's that shows you the direction that the sun does, like what it moves, how it moves all day. So that's interesting. That's interesting. Who is involved with the courtship, and what is this about? Wow. Maybe this is about elaborating on something you've learned. And this is the Spacious Tarot, by the way. This is the Nine of Wands again. So the Nine of Wands, again, has to do with this card right here. It's spiritual strength, and you're still showing it. You're still being really strong, even when things aren't feeling good, or in fact are feeling really hurtful, the situation. Who's the power struggle with? Who's this power struggle with? The Knight of Cups. It feels like there is some kind of like, listen to your intuition or your inner authority when it comes to an offer. There might be an offer that, or a proposal, you know, leading to this world completion. You could be having a Pisces. Power struggle might be because somebody has offered something to you, and either it makes somebody upset, could be a family member, or you know what I mean? It's like if somebody offers their cup, it could be somebody that just is close to that person and doesn't like that. But listen, this is like a new, it's a spiritual struggle. It's like you're there to help somebody grow with something. All right, tell me more about how Leo can get more information or guidance. Tell me about what kind of information or guidance Leo needs to get or go after, or possibly learning a new skill too. Oh, and your groundwork. There you go, Three of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, well, so you have done a whole lot yourself. And now it's time to kind of lay down the groundwork. Look at that light. That's nice, isn't it? So it's the pathway. Make sure you're staying really grounded. Spending time in nature. Maybe it's saying too that in nature would be a very good place for you to connect with your spirit and your spirit team for guidance, to clear your mind and to allow for messages to come in without being too busied. Because there's something, it feels like, that you're supposed to create or lay down the groundwork by now for this. There's a pathway to maybe big recognition, but not just that. It is laying down the groundwork and things being successful. It's about reward too. So, tell us more about the pathway here. Tell us more about the pathway. Oh, yeah. So, sometimes with the Five of Cups, it's like whatever you went through, even though it was hard to go through, even though something was painful, and looking at the things that didn't work on the way there, or disappointments or sadness, through processing those emotions and the pain of that, and it kind of like leads you to the pathway that helps you grow and evolve. The disappointment, the regret sometimes is like it was a necessary teacher in the moment. I can't say it's always something that we really want, but I can say that there's something about the pathway of what you've already been through that you could consider a mistake or disappointment or loss, but it's a pathway that leads to it being recognized how much you've gone through and gone and popped through, you know. Okay, what is it that Leo is supposed to create here? What is this about the sacral chakra? What is Leo supposed to create? It might have to do with your occupation or what you do for work. It really might, about something with being really creative, expressing yourself. Tell us more about the sacral chakra, about what Leo's to create. What is Leo to create? Oh, wow. It feels like something through your work or through what you do will be creating a safe place where like-minded people maybe can come without judgment, a place of forgiveness leading you to a place of mercy. It's very similar to the pathway, so forgiveness, learning from the lessons, allowing them to teach you, allowing these hard things to be decided to be stored for wisdom, and getting through the hard emotions, letting go of some painful memories. Yeah, because it's time for an ending of sorts with the Death card, and major change and transformation is here too for you here, Leo. So Death card, change, transformation, something major. All right. Let's get some different oracle cards for you, and I'm going to wrap up your reading. Thanks for joining me. Sending you light and love. If you need a private reading, reach out to me in the description box below. There's a email address listed for that. Okay. Something's ending, something's splitting, something's beginning. It could be a project, but it could be, you know, it could be like one partnership goes to, there's some kind of power struggle. You have to be careful with the power struggle because it might be getting in your way slightly to some kind of pathway that leads to more recognition and leads to the building of your occupation or something that you're doing for the light. So 22, you're in the possession of incredible creative powers. It is assured, I can't speak, that you can achieve anything you wish. I am aligned. I also have on the bottom 4, look at that. Yeah. Don't work yourself to death either. 4, you bring stability and rationality to any situation. 4. You're the rock, and your hard work and perseverance make you a dependable friend, partner, and colleague. And I am stable is that message. What would be fun? Let's do one of those songs. Let's pull one of these songs. This is a fun deck. So, pulling the song for Leo. Joe, I want to know, says, it's amazing how you knock me off my feet. Every time you come around me, I get weak. Nobody ever made me feel this way. You kiss my lips, then you take my breath away. So I want to know what turns you on so I can be all that and more. I love that song. That was such a good song. I'd like to know what makes you cry so I can be the one that always makes you smile. That's such a sweet thing to say too. Okay. So then I have fortune cookies. I wanna know. Dun, 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 dun. Manifestations. A bountiful time awaits you. Your wishes could manifest right before your eyes. So that is like one of the best cards in the fortune cook deck. Wisdom. To focus on the past is to lose the future. Heed advice from an older person, which will allow you to move on. Okay, some tea leaves. Bowl, plenty of material things. Another sign that the manifestations are going to turn out good. And then I have egg. Success is assured with good plans and hard work. Yeah. What time do I have? It's good. I got time to do a goddess card. I was wanting to do one of these. Modern Goddess Oracle. Give us a card. Wow. For Leo, like right away at Mazu. And the Shadow Master. See? It's taking the spiritual struggle and it's turning it in. It's turning the sadness of the shadow into something good, which is something everybody can do. And it's actually what I think you're supposed to do. It's shadow stuff. Where's my book? Okay, so Modern Goddess Oracle, that is the guidebook right there. It's the deck. And let's see here. So we have Mazu. Okay, this is about rescue, the dragon, sailing ships, the willow tree. It says, I'm willing to accept aid in my life. So are you willing to accept some assistance? Yeah. It's for ocean rescue in a sense. Sometimes it says it's common to keep those on the ocean safe, to pray to Mazu. Call her name and she will come to your aid. This is about rescue. Yeah. Or spending time at the ocean. But I think it has a lot to do with rescue. And it's, of course, probably being metaphorical, too. The Shadow Master. That means you've been through some pretty hard things to go through, or you've been through some dark times. Well, okay, there it is. Yeah, so the Shadow Master, it says, is coming to your reading because you're going through a period of integration. It's not necessarily a comfortable experience. It's like a shadow journey, it's saying. So it's going from you've been in struggle and through a very hard, almost it could even be traumatizing time, and then you're trying to integrate it. So that's what all this is about. Yeah. It says the discomfort that you are feeling will not last forever. Soon you will have incorporated what you need into your daily routine or spiritual practice. It is about integration, skulls, mirror, labyrinth. Today and every day I move towards wholeness. It is about taking the parts of yourself that feel like you have disowned them or shamed them to whatever, for whatever reason, and it's accepting all parts of you in order to be whole. Yep. Soul retrieval sometimes. So sending you love and light, Leos. Bye-bye.